can see that the yellow strip, that's the safe social distancing, and also you can see the parents also accompany with their kids. So you can see the parents actually also lying in one line, and the kids also right now at the other line. So this is a little bit at a special time because everyone needs to right now observe the social distancing. So it's the president of the kindergarten, Madam Li. So good morning to all. So today is a very special day. It's a very happy day. We see our kids right now back to the kindergarten. So you can see from your big smile, you can see it's really a long expected day for sure. But also a big pressure, right? Yes. So that pressure actually also can be translated as our motivations because in the end, the kids are our source of happiness. So of course, we did done a lot of preparation for sure before this day, right? So you can see all the marks. So you see all these yellow, red marks. So we have been starting this job actually 2 weeks ago, and also have done many rehearsals to find the most effective way. So which color is the more ideal or attractive, and also the kids actually are curious, are expected because it's different from the middle school students. So for the kindergarten kids, they're still quite young, so you need to think about really from their way. The way actually they are very easily to accept. So look at this. This is the day back to the kindergarten. We know today is not all the kids, actually the elderly ones first getting back, right? The same apply to the primary and middle school students because right now the disease prevention and control is becoming a regular practice compared to 2 to 3 months ago. Right now the situation has been much improved, and we talk about if we back to the normal order for the kindergarten. That's still different from the situation, let's say 1 or 2 years ago. So we talk about the staggered restoration, also a buffer zone, right, for our teachers to prepare ourselves. Yes. So we also actually utilize a time period to get ourselves ready and also get educated and to welcome our kids back. And this is a lovely time, lovely place to accompany our kids to grow up, and also have the online meetings with our parents. And yesterday is the World Children's Day, and also yesterday we had a video conference, and that's also a preparation meeting. So to get more knowledge about our kids and also send our greetings to our kids, and also let our children get back to talk to their classmates. So they also talked to each other yesterday online. So they still feel that close friendship, that affinity. They have never been apart. So that's the purpose. We talked about it yesterday. Actually, it's a very happy day for our kids. That's the World Children's Day, and today they welcome the big day. So talk about the Guangdong Province. Actually, from the government point of view, they're saying that it's allowed to restore the normal order of the kindergartens, and of course there should be entitled one. So the education authorities also need to do the inspections before the restoration. So we talk about today actually we'll see more or less the kids back to the kindergarten in a staggered manner, and we talk about that's the expectation of the parents, that's also the expectation of the kindergartens. So we talk about in February, March, actually no one knows, no one could predict when was the time to have our kids back to the kindergarten. And right now you can see, because everything is under containment. But we talk about February, March, we didn't have an exact date for reopening, but we started to do the preparation, right? So would you please talk more about the changes? Actually, we all believe that the virus will be an end. So we will always make ourselves be ready to welcome our kids back. And also during the previous 3-4 months, we also actually had the education to our teachers and also show more care to our kids because they stay at home. So we also would accompany our kids online. So we actually through games, through the songs, actually to talk our kids to know more about their situation at home. And same for our teachers. Actually, we also did the psychological consulting to our teachers and show care and warmth not only to the teachers, to the kids, and also to the parents. So through different kinds of available means, we would like to connect all people together. I believe that's very conducive to our following works. And you can see for the teachers, they should also play a leading role. We should do our work well, and then others will follow you in a very healthy mental and physical condition. So you can see this is at the gate of the kindergarten. So look at the kids, actually they had a gesture, right? So there's a standardized gesture. So you can see the parents will help to take the mask off and also have a small bag for masks, right? That's a bag for the masks. So of course it's a learning curve for everyone, but we believe that may be a regular practice for time to come. So we also had a meeting online. So we already briefed the parents about the whole process. So the parents will also help us to prepare 2 masks. One is a clean one, and another one is a backup, plan B. So you can see you have the small little bags. So the children have 2 masks in their bags. So actually the teacher already demonstrated the whole process, how to send their kids to the kindergarten, and we also had a rehearsal twice. That's for the whole kindergarten and for different classes. We also have a different kindergarten that including the classroom, that's including the kitchens, and also that covering the staffs in kindergarten. I can tell you actually weather here, it's around 28 degrees, 30 degrees. You can see our kids sweat. So it's a really warm day. And of course, we also need to give our kids some time to adjust themselves to find that excitement back. So also you can see they are now testing. So that's measuring their body temperature. So also could see the hands, the mouth. There is clean. And also see their nails and also see their eyes. Actually, you can see that it covered really a lot of different aspects. And we see actually children do not require to wear masks inside the kindergarten, right? That's actually in line with the standards of the containment level. But that also requires us to do a thorough jobs before the kids enter into the kindergarten. And also look at our medical staff. You can see from the head to toe, fully equipped. The goggles, the hats. You can see the masks. So that's also quite a higher standard to our teachers. So this is the hardcore requirement for the teachers.
这个其实在等着我们的小朋友，这个是。我们准备了一份小礼物，这是传递一份爱吧。
So we prepare a small gift that's also a love to our kids. That's a music box, and also with candy inside. And also can bring this box back home to share with their parents. So that's the warmth, that's the love, and also the welcome gift to our kids, and also actually can put their loved small objects inside the box. We always have this kind of the really small gifts prepared before the school opening. So this is actually the emotional link represented. Of course, this is a very special year because that's around 4 or 3 months. Then I also have a kid, 4 years old. And also we can see in our WeChat group. So the teacher is saying that they really miss the kids. So we talk about because of the coronavirus, the teachers also actually stayed at home for a really long time. I believe everyone, look at our teachers, our logistics staff, actually also eager to get back. Because still, we love this job. And this is not only our job, that's also the whole career, and also we shoulder that responsibility, also enjoy that happiness brought by our kids. You can see also this keep their hands hygiene and also help our kids to have different good habits. So this is our job and also the glory on our shoulders. So look at see our teachers actually also quite young. So it also talk about actually look at this hand hygiene. You cannot just really say in words to talk about or to teach our kids how to wash their hands. You need to really accompany them side by side to show them how to wash their hands. So this is also a way to educate kids to really have that good habit to wash their hands and know how to wash their hands. So we can see we also have a dedicated teacher here to teach our kids. Still in the end, they're just 3 or 4 years old, right? So it's really the learning curve for them. So it's really good to have the teachers to educate them side by side, one move after another.
特别是头一天回来，还是要去不断的去适应，我们的老师也要不断的不厌其烦的去教他一些东西，要很耐心的去一步一步的去引导他。那我们不是说教他，是引导他不断的。实际上你看啊，我们这个早上是从8点钟到8点半是这个入园的一个时间，所以实际上我们的这个小朋友大部分已经回来的差不多了。有些小朋友回来，现在看到的这个。
So let's get inside the classroom. I believe that's also the time for breakfast.
我们吃早餐的这个环节啊，我那个 在前面给我们园长也交流了一下，实际上我们现在大家网友看到的这个教室的规模，
So you can see 1 kid per table,
也就是说这个班
and that's not really the full number of students in this classroom. Actually, the original number actually is doubled because of the social distancing, because of the requirement of preventing coronavirus. So you can see right now the number of the kids right now divided into 2 classes. So for different class by different groups, they are in different classes. So everything actually the purpose of safety and health. So you can see the space actually is limited, but we utilize enough space to have that grouped education. So make sure there's no big public gathering happening here. I believe this clapboard just newly added, right? So we didn't have that before coronavirus because no need. So this is the clapboard, and also we also use a very soft material because these things should be really careful. There's no really sharp corners, and it's not really impose any potential risks or dangers to our kids. So this is all the details that you need to pay attention. So look at the whole classroom. Of course, it's indoor scenario. But look at the windows. Actually, keep opening for ventilation. Of course, it's really high temperature here in Guangdong Province. Another important reason is for ventilation, right? And also look at the fans as also turning on for more ventilation purpose. So any hardcore requirements, like for the teachers, they need to check. So they have a checklist. First, the very first thing is open the windows for ventilation. From 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, it's not that warm, so we don't really turn on the air conditioner. So if we turn on the air conditioner, so it's to the 26 degree, and also we not really shut all the windows. We not close all the windows. Let's also keep the window opening for ventilation, and 14 minutes later, and also we'll turn off the air conditioner, and also we'll open all the windows and doors. So the kids can get ready to adapt the temperature outside. Then after a few minutes, the children can go outside. We don't really want our kids to stay really cool inside the room, and then suddenly they will become really warm outside. So we also need to have that buffer room, a buffer time for our kids to get ready to adjust that temperature change. We talk about this group of kids, they are the suspectable group for coronavirus, and also they still really young. So we talk about maybe they also had quite higher possibilities of attracting illness or catching cold. So at this very special time, we'll do everything we can to protect our kids away from cold. So we not only pay attention to the education, we also pay attention to the children's hygiene habits, the temperature adjustment and a lot of things related to their health.
特别需要我们注意，这个时候孩子他小，这个时候可能需要我们的老师去注意这一个。
So that's also need to give the credit to our teachers because they really think all different angles to take care of our kids.
再看另外一个，
我们呢，主要是幼儿园呢，就是加强保育工作，保教合一。幼儿园的教育是保教合一。那我们先在这个期间，我们将保育工作做的是最好。
So we talk about the kindergarten. Actually, we take care of our kids and also
这
educate
个
them.
班就是我们刚刚看到的那个班。
So this is another classroom.
同一个班级的学生
Actually, before this classroom and the one we just saw, actually they belong to one big class. But right now, because of the coronavirus, they divided into 2 classrooms for grouped education. And also you can see we don't want to have a really big gathering. So make sure there's no possibility of a cross infection.
今天呢，是我们有些网友可能现在才来进到了我们的直播来看哦。我们今天我们的幼儿园实际上是安排了，不是所有的学生都回来。现在目前
If you're just tuning in with CGTN New Media, this is the one of the kindergarten right now is reopening in Guangdong Province. And it's also in a staggered or phased manner. So we have the elderly kids first back to the kindergarten, and then we will have the younger ones coming back. So we will also talk to the parents in the other groups to what we have done to these elderly kids and how they perform. And then we will soon welcome all our kids back to the kindergarten.
包括像小班他还没有开学，有一些家长，其实你有些什么建议能给到我们的家长？
第一个呢，就是建议呢，就是
Any suggestions to the kids?
这个很关键。
First, the parents really need to adjust their physical
家长的这个心态，实际上有时候
and psychological
过分多了。
condition because the parents really think too much.
另外一
The
个
parents,
确实可能需
it's really normal and it's understandable. The parents always think very too much, but they also need to adjust their mindset. Or they can pay a visit to the kindergarten or talk more to the teachers, so they do not really have too much worry.
包括我们的演练等等情况。
So I also showed our rehearsals, and also you can see how the children in the higher classes doing. We had
那个还有分组。
2-time rehearsals that's covering the whole kindergarten and also by different grade.
办公室人员，我们都有分批。
We also had rehearsals,
每一个人的工作
so that's including the teachers and also the logistic staff. So everyone involved know their roles and responsibilities.
自己的位置做一致，所以我们先是分组分组，然后是全。
So make sure there's no mistake happened. So we had the 2 large-scale rehearsal and many different small rehearsals for different grade or for different classes. It's the officially reopening day.
实际上我们的老师的这个准备啊，包括各个方面的这种工作，实际上
But talk about the preparation.
好几天或者上好几个星期之前，甚至已经开始在做了。
That's actually can tell us the weeks or months ahead.
今天是第一天的这个开学哈，您昨天晚上睡得好吗？
很兴奋，很激动。
So I believe you didn't have a really good sleep, right? It's because I'm so excited. Because you always can remembering our kids' lovely face, their smells, and also a lot of happy scenes actually in my mind.
其实我们幼儿园是已经，园长您看，这个可能是我们这个吃完早餐用完餐以后，这个是
一个分组的活动。
So you can see right now they are now taking their first class.
表就是
And the class is the art class, so show the respect to the heroes fighting against coronavirus. I believe that through drawings, our kids can express their understanding of love and also can carry forward that love to others. So for our kids, they not really 100% understand the deep meaning of the different stories or the heroes, but it's our teachers' responsibility to talk the story well, to really educate our kids. Of course, through the different way of expressing, it's just also another form of the word expression. So it's through the drawings, and we also have the songs to teach our kids. And also we have the Cantonese songs to educate our kids the containment knowledge. And also we have the events that involve the parents. So we have a lot of the knowledge. And actually we express that education or the knowledge either in the songs, in the children's songs, or in the drawings, in cartoons. It's a very easily accepted way for our kids, and also through games. So different ways to really let our kids to own the knowledge to protect themselves. And also right now you can see they pay their respects to the heroes in Hubei, Wuhan. So you can see this is the ambulance and the Stay Strong Wuhan. And also here this is the virus that we have been fighting for many months. So for our kids, the really big symbols in the previous months, something really different from their early lives. So I believe that kids also find some changes. So maybe they're close friends, not really in the same class, because right now the one big class divided into two small ones. Things changed because of the coronavirus. And here you can see this is a drawing as a gift to Grandma Li Lanjuan. That's the well-known respiratory professor in China. And we also have here Zhong Nanshan. So you can see the mission Zhong Nanshan and also the mission Li Lanjuan. And also here, because the Mr. Zhong Nanshan, in his very high age, also went to the front line in Wuhan for many times. And also Mr. Zhong Nanshan actually is based in Guangdong Province. So I believe that the kids know more about him. So we not really start this event today. Actually, this is the event lasting for many months. We had different series of themes in this event. So this is one of the theme. So based on different themes, we would like to educate our kids, and also actually through different ways that very easily to be accepted and understood by our kids. So our kids can know the fight in Hubei province, in Wuhan, and also in Guangzhou, in Guangdong province. And this room here is for later in the noon time. The kids can sleep here. So this is a one small classroom. So you can see we already opened the windows for ventilation, and we also already finished the disinfectant, and we use the UV light for 1 hour. So before the kids come into this room, we'll also lower a little bit the temperature, and also we'll adjust the temperature, make sure our kids not catching cold, and also they can enjoy a very good nap in a safe and healthy manner. So what's this blue stripe here? So basically that means everyone has their pointed position.
这一个小朋友的这一个区间给他隔开了，那么和另外一个我们小朋友其实是隔了一个这样的一个空间。对，所以你看我们在。
That's also for the safe distancing or the physical distancing purpose. So here there's around 10 kids. They can accommodate 10 kids. And we not close all the windows. And we also will not keep the window shut down closely, and we also will keep the ventilation. And we also have the teacher here to take care of our kids. And we will also record the kids' condition, and we will also make a shift, and also we'll have that hand over to the class teachers, so the teachers can base on that record to talk to their parents. And also, after they taking the snap, and we'll also adjust the temperature before they come outside that room. So always leave some time for your kids to adjust to the temperature outside. So today is a kindergarten reopening day without a hardcore requirement from Guangdong Province to ask all the kindergartens to take the kids all back. But we talk about like the kindergartens here that must undergo on-site inspection and get approved by relevant departments before opening. And we see actually a group of kindergartens in Guangzhou, that's the capital of Guangdong Province, welcome children back. And today you can see the first of the kids getting back. I see a senior class. And here you can see the hygiene room, and we also have the temporary quarantine room. Actually, was strictly based on the process, and if we find the suspected case, we'll also immediately report to the higher authorities. And also that's the quarantine room is separated from the kindergarten. So the children finish the breakfast at 8:30, and then right now is take their first class. So the first class, the theme is the disease prevention and control. Of course, you cannot really take the class in a really hard way. The children cannot swallow it because they just cannot understand. So you need to think about through different multimedia channels, through different ways to really draw our kids' attention and their interests. So we talk about actually for our kids, the knowledge of disease prevention and control maybe is more about how to wash the hands, how to keep the hand hygiene, how to wear masks, how to cultivate good habits.
可以。好，实际上啊，今天是这个广东省对这个幼儿园的这个开学的这个允许开学的日子。
So today is the very first day from the Guangdong Provincial government allowed kindergartens or entitled kindergarten to reopen to welcome the kids. So right now you are here to see our live streaming brought by CGTN, and this is the very early first day for the reopening. So you can see we bring you from the how kids enter the kindergarten and enjoy their breakfast and take the first class. And you can see because right now it's under a very special theme, is the coronavirus prevention and control. We'll bring you more.